Hi, so this is my instrument, and to show you how to play it. It's a matchbox guitar, and this is the pick that I use. Obviously the sound isn't, that of the musical geniuses, but it's essentially the same thing as you would a guitar, strumming up and down. But to change the pitch being how high or low the sound is, it sort of depends on how tight you want to pull the string, and then you just hold it there in place. So that's the sound that I'm making with it pulled tighter. However, if I let go, you can see that it went ding, 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 ding. And to change the loudness, it really depends on how much force you're putting into it. Because if I do that, it's going to be a lot quieter. However, if I start using forceful strumming, I get a louder sound. It's the same concept that we did in class, where when you push the people harder, it's going to hit something harder. So it's hitting our ears harder, making that louder sound, whereas this is a softer sound that's not quite as abrasive, and it allows it to come across softer. And you can change the pitch to be lower too. So this one, again, it's this bottom blue one right here. We hear that sound right now. So if I were to pull the string, so instead of pulling it tighter like this, if I pull it more this way, it's a little bit more subtle, but you can hear it going boom, 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 boom. It's essentially the same way that a guitar would to sort of change the pitch of it. At the top of a guitar, you often have these little tuners that you pull, and when it's pulling, it's tightening or loosening the guitar string that you have on that guitar. And I just did it manually with this, using my fingers. But it's that exact same concept. And these are super easy to create. I just took an empty matchbox, and then I used my rubber bands. I twisted, there's only 3 rubber bands on here, blue, red, and yellow. But I twisted it so that way it would make 2 strings, because my rubber bands, I couldn't find small enough rubber bands. But that's what we do, we improvise. And this matchbox came with these 2 strips. So I cut a hole in the middle, and just deep enough so I can insert the one. And I used the second one as my pick.